Hi everyone. I know it's been a little while since I've recorded a video and shared here on YouTube, so I've decided to go ahead and do another one this morning, and I'm going to try to get back in the flow of doing this. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about shadow work, and I'm also going to kind of touch on the topic of being versus doing. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into some of my journaling that I've been doing while I've been working on my personal shadow work. And over the past year, a little more than a year, I've gone deep into shadow work and deep into what I like to refer to as the dark night of the soul. It's been a lot of soul searching. A lot of healing has taken place in my life over the past year, more than a year actually, since moving to my tiny home here in Turner, Oregon. And so I'm just going to go into some of my journaling, like I said, and I'm going to read what I've written and read it to you, and hopefully it resonates with you when you listen to it. And then I'm also going to invite you to look in the description below. I'm going to have in the description below a link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I plan on covering a variety of topics, and hopefully they're topics that you'll enjoy exploring with me, along with me. I don't want this to be a solo journey. I want to share so that we can share with one another and with each other on the forum, in the discussion. So please do feel free to look below and just go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to follow along with me on this journey. I'll also be posting on my Facebook page, which may be where you're watching this now. And I'm going to try to stay fairly consistent with sharing some of my journaling, sharing some of my thoughts on spirituality, on healing through psychedelics. I'll try to always include a link to my initial medicine ceremony experience that literally saved my life after profound healing, transformative healing that took place. And you may have seen that video before, but I'll keep that link in the description also, just so that anyone who hasn't seen it, if you are interested, you can kind of backtrack to the start of my journey after losing my husband and my suicide attempt, and the journey that I've taken along the way since that point. So if you want to follow along, then feel free. And again, I'm just going to, for this episode, I'm just going to go ahead and dive into reading from the journal, one of my excerpts. And I have quite a lot of writing that I'll periodically be sharing as well. So one more thing I want to mention that I forgot is in this period of COVID, which we're still in, we've all been spending a lot of time. It's actually gifted us the ability to spend a lot of time with family for some of us like myself in complete isolation, alone. But in any case, it's provided us an opportunity for introspection, for soul seeking, searching our soul deeply, and for reconnecting with those things that really do matter most to us. And the circumstances have provided us, again, that opportunity to really think deeply about, what inspires us, what motivates us, why are we here, what's the point, what's the purpose of being in this place of existence, why are we on this earth, why do we come into this form, this physical manifestation. So it's been a great, again, opportunity. And I do want to jump into the reading, but before I do, I also want to say, please forgive any rawness, any crudeness in my delivery. Please forgive if I stumble or fumble on the words when I'm reading. And I hope you pick up on what's most important, and that's the love that I'm attempting to deliver in sharing with you. And the bottom line is, I'm not here to to talk down to anyone or to pretend to be the expert. I just want to share and hope that you will share with me, and that you'll jump into the comments and engage with me and with others, and that we can all learn together and that we can all grow together. And so with that, I'll go ahead and I'll jump into the reading. Shadow work and being versus doing. As we move through and out of respite and introspection and possibly deep shadow work, we are not obligated to share this work and process with others. When we do, however, those who love us will naturally feel inclined to see this as an opportunity to, quote, help us with their concern and with a sincere desire to protect us from ourselves in our state of vulnerability. Well-intended friends and family members may not understand your path. That's okay. It's not theirs to understand. Through love and with your best interest at heart, they may push you into patterns of thought that include provoking within you a feeling of needing to justify your actions or the lack thereof. There are times in life where we need to stop and make time for introspection and listening, not listening to others, but to our inner self. We must pay attention to what we are feeling as we explore our options for moving forward in alignment with our divine purpose and agreement. We can pay attention to whether or not we are allowing our societal programming to return us to pushing against the current and resistance to allowing flow, and thereby allowing ourselves to be led by our mind and not by our heart. If we're not careful, we can allow others who, again, out of a sincere and loving concern for our well-being, to project fear or their own ideologies onto us with advice and suggestions that move us out of this necessary time of being and back into doing. During our time of surrendering to our shadow work, we may need to guard our communications and spend time in contemplative silence and introspection in order to move toward gaining clarity. In doing so, stillness provides insights as we truly listen to our higher voice that puts us in touch with the ability to connect with those thoughts which serve both our higher good and the service to the higher good of others. Without distraction, we come to realize that there is no need to explain or justify our current path or the journey we decide to take moving forward. As we take action in our exploration of options, we can listen intuitively to how these options make us feel. Do they bring inspiration and joy? Do they bring excitement and come with ease? If not, we can eliminate them quickly, rather than returning to the struggle or pushing against the current and trying to force what, if we are paying attention, does not resonate with us. In wisdom and self-assuredness, we can freely move through this process without needing to discuss it with others. Of course, this does not mean that once we have gained clarity on our chosen direction and path, we can't or shouldn't share with those who may be able to bless us with their experience and insights and receive them from them with loving gratitude. However, keeping in mind that these suggestions or recommendations that provide us greater clarity, but that do not resonate with us, can be disregarded without needing justification for doing so. So I'm going to stop there, and that's the excerpt, I'm trying to say that word correctly, that I wanted to share with this video. And, I hope by sharing it does help others. And if you're doing the same thing and you're journaling or you're recording thoughts, by all means, please go ahead and drop the link in the discussion in the comments so that we can click over and enjoy your thoughts and your insights. And again, like I was saying earlier, let's just grow together, let's learn together, and let's, most importantly, love together. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn to love. So I hope that this YouTube channel, and yours, if you have one, that we can serve that purpose. I really do love each and every one of you. I do. And thank you for listening. and I'll see you next time.